This is One on One. We welcome Adegoke Steve Colson, Grammy Nominated pianist and composer. How you doing?
Good, good, thank you.
We're going to be talking a little bit about this CD. It is called Hope for Love. Who's the beautiful young lady there?
That's my wife, Ikwa.
She's got talent too.
She's a really good singer,
Right,
very good lyricist.
Been performing together for a little while?
45 years now.
Get out of here.
Yeah, about 40 years.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You know, where are you from originally?
Well, I was born in Newark, and I grew up in East Orange.
Yeah, we were talking about the fact that you've taught at Bloomfield.
I've been in Bloomfield College for quite a while now, yeah.
When did you know you loved music?
I think my earliest memory is hearing Louis Armstrong on my parents' record player. And, you know, the voice just caught me. I must have been about 5 or 6 years old. And then I was very fortunate that they decided to put a piano in the house, and I started taking lessons when I was about 9. And I had a great piano teacher, Mr. Smith, Henry Smith. And that was it. That was it for me.
You're going to be performing a little bit later. By the way, the song you'll be performing is?
Friendship. Yeah.
Friendship. But you know, there's another piece that I'm going to talk about. There's a piece that you created called Here Is the Place, Our City. It is in honor of the late Dr. Clem Price and Amiri Baraka.
Yes.
Two icons in this city. Clem Price, a mentor of mine and a mentor to so many others, and Amiri Baraka. I was just telling you, the last interview he did was on this stage, right here, right there. Powerful interview that he did with us. Who are they and why do they matter so much?
Oh, well, those guys, well, both mentors to me, yeah. But I played with Amiri for
Poet,
a little,
playwright, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, just a great, great guy. But I played in his band. He had a band called the Blue Ark, and so when he would deliver poetry, we'd play behind him. So we had a music undercurrent to the poetry.
But the father of
Ras Baraka, yes,
Ras
the
Baraka,
mayor right
mayor
now,
of the
yes.
city. Go ahead.
And so I started playing with Amiri about 1985. And just right up until the day he passed, we were playing, yeah.
And Clem Price.
Clem Price,
Historian, professor at Rutgers, Newark. Go ahead.
great historian. He invited me several times to the Marion Thompson Wright series. And also I collaborated with him on some other things separate from that. But we talked, well, both individuals, they would talk to me about history and social events in that time.
And this song that you dedicated to two of them, why?
Well, the piece, Here's the Place, Our City, is actually, it's going to be a large work for the fact that Newark is 350 years old. And so those two individuals being a big part of the city and so influential on me, I just had to do something that would kind of honor them. And so the piece I'm writing is going to involve the North Jersey Philharmonic Glee Club because Clem was involved with them. And then I'm also going to have some jazz musicians and some classical musicians in it to round out the
Let me ask you this, because you love music, you love this city. Connect the two for us. Help people understand the richness of music, particularly jazz, in the city of Newark, Brick City.
Well, it's a very creative music, and Newark had some great musicians, and still has some great musicians. But
We are literally by Sarah Vaughan Way.
Sarah Vaughan Way, one of the most magnificent singers ever. And we also had Willie the Lion Smith, who was a great, great stride pianist, and Duke Ellington, Art Tatum, Fats Waller, those
Woody
people
Shaw.
would come here.
I always like to say Woody Shaw because he grew up around
Woody
the corner
Shaw.
from where I grew up in the northern end of the city, but go ahead.
Yeah, so we've had some really great musicians in the city. And so And also there were a great number of clubs here in Newark. And Barbara Klukla has put out several
Barbara
books.
Klukla, who used to write for the Star Ledger, put out a wonderful book about jazz in the city,
Yes,
right?
she's talked about the many musicians that were here.
Yeah.
And so this is a very, very great city, and it's been here 350 years. A lot of people don't realize how old. It's got a lot of legacy. So just trying to create something to honor that.
You know, it's interesting. You were in Chicago.
Yes.
For how long?
About 16 years.
What made you come back?
I love Newark. I love East Orange. I
No,
love
come
the
on,
hell
seriously. You were in Chicago.
Really.
What a great city.
It's
But
great
you
for
come
me.
back here?
Well, I always thought I would come back actually after 4 years. I thought I would go to college, be done, come back. And actually what happened was I got out to Chicago, met my wife, and I also got involved with the AACM, the Association for Advancement of Creative Musicians. And that's a Chicago-based organization. And they were very, very encouraging and very innovative. So that kept me out there for an extra 12 years.
But you knew you were coming back.
Yeah.
This is your home.
Yeah.
For those who don't appreciate or understand it, what makes this place special as a home for you?
Well, basically, this area of the country, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, is just a very, very fertile place to study, to learn. There's always something going on. We've got great institutions in this part of the country. And for me, you know, Amiri Baraka was here.
Right.
I'd actually knew him when I was a little younger. And so, excuse me. So coming back wasn't really a big decision. It was just when I would do it.
Describe NJPAC, what this place is, and why it matters.
Oh, NJPAC is just really a magnificent place. And Newark needed a place, New Jersey needed a place. In fact, we need more arts and culture generally, I think, in the society. In order to appreciate one another, we're getting less interaction with people, and I think arts and music, dance, those kind of things, the artistic end of it brings together the different disciplines, you know, whether we're studying science or math or whatever. But it's the art forms that tend to incorporate all of the sciences and all of the humanities.
You think the arts, real quick before I let you have a, not let you, but we're honored by you performing. You think the arts bring us together?
I do, yeah. And you have to have, it gives you a broader perspective on life. It gives you a wider idea or consciousness of what other people are going through, where they put their experiences or historical events, they put it into some type of a package where you can really kind of grasp what's going on. So for me, art is it's an eye-opener, and it's intellectual. A lot of people don't think that, you know, they think it's entertainment. I think that's one problem. We have to distinguish a little bit more between entertainment and artistic endeavor. So for me, I think we need more arts, more music, more dance. Yeah.
How about we have some art right now?
Okay. Thank you.
The song is called?
It's Friendship.
Friendship.
Yes.
And it's from this CD.
Well, no, actually, it's a piece from my more recent CD, which is Tones 4.
Tones 4.
Yeah, that's a solo piece for Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, and Frederick Douglass.
Talk about great people who made a difference in the history of our country, who were courageous and stood up to stuff none of us can imagine. We look forward to you performing, Ade.
Thank you.
The preceding program has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation and the New Jersey Performing Arts Center in association with NJTV and WNET. Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adegoke at NJPAC has been provided by Prudential Financial's Global Communications Department, NJIT, the Community Food Bank of New Jersey, PSE&G, TD Bank, RWJ Barnabas Health, and by Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.